Hello, hello, and welcome everyone to this July monthly meditation with Sister Nay. We are so happy that you could join us. Here we are again, meeting, and it always seems like it's such a blessing, such a gift for all of us to come together from all over the world and have this opportunity to meditate together. And there may be something that you don't know about Sister Nay. I was trying to think of something I could share with you today. And it's every month she contacts me and asks me when we can set a date for the monthly meditation. So it's her initiative. It's her, you know, that makes this happen for us. Of course, we know that because she shows up, but it's more than that. It's in her heart and it's on her mind that we get together, and she makes sure that it happens each month. So we're so grateful to you, Sister Nay, for that, because without this gathering, I think we would all say that our life it wouldn't be as meaningful. This is so helpful to us. And then I'm sure there's people that find the recordings, just randomly and are able to benefit from that, just like we all benefit from Ishwarji's recordings and the recordings that Nay post. So we're grateful that you're here. And this is important seva. And the seva is, whether whether you're sitting in my chair or Sister Nay's chair, or you're showing up and you're sitting in your own chairs. It's all important seva. So this session, as we know, will be conducted by our spiritual guide, Sister Nay, and the meditation will be followed by questions and answers. So please feel free to ask questions regarding the spiritual path, on meditation, spiritual subjects, or if there's something that you're struggling with and you need support, or you just need, want to talk with Sister Nay about that, assuming that it's not too personal of a subject, because this does get posted on YouTube. Okay. But we do encourage you to ask questions, and this is really an opportunity to do that. So may we take full advantage of that opportunity to ask questions. But you can also post your questions in the chat, okay? And my name is Heather, and I'll be your host. So if there's any questions that you have during the meeting, you can just post them in the chat. And if you'd kindly stay muted for the session, as to not make any distractions during meditation or when Sister Nay's talking, but please feel free to keep your cameras on. And if you have a question, you can also use the raise hand button below to ask a question. Okay, well, over to you, Sister Nay, whenever you're ready.
Welcome for this monthly meditation on July. So this is already month 7 of the year. So I feel this year passing very quickly. And I feel like it has been a very productive year. And some of you here, my close circle friends, you might already know that I have been to India last month. And this month, coming back, I just feel like a lot of has shifted and changed because I have been to India to see Vyas, Vyas Dera, the Dera Baba Jamasi, the one that Master has built in Punjab, northern of India. And I feel that it's like a miracle that God shines to me with Babaji and pursue the next in line, the successor of their lives. So I feel like the direction in the seva that I'm being for Ishwarji has been so clear because I got support from them both. for me to do this guided meditation and teach people toward the right to enlightenment. And I feel that to be enlightened, to have this wisdom in our daily life is so important. And also be able to gather like this in the modern time, doing online meditation is grace at work. So let's treasure this opportunity that we have together. In the old way, you might know that there's so many hindrances to just gather in group and do spiritual practice. But nowadays, the world is in different states. The world is at a state where we understand each and everyone clarity that we have to keep calm and peaceful mind, a happy mind, in order to function in each and every day. After the COVID time, we understand that we all can be depressed, we all can feel unsettled or distressed or overwhelming sometimes inside. And meditation with the guidance of Living Master is the best form of meditation that we can do. Meditation with love and devotion direct to someone, that one that we love and treasure the most. And with that one, it's almost like we meditate in the presence of God, in the presence of living Buddha. So today again, we gather here to do this spiritual practice in love and devotion. So make sure that every act of your spiritual practice, you have to do it with love, with sincerity in your heart, and with the devotion that is involved in your heart. Okay? So right now, with open eyes, if you have a chance to meet with the Living Master, if you have a chance to spend time with your Guru, okay, you will bring back those memories and make it alive. You can imagine that you sit close to your Master, and then in this session, you're gonna meditate together with your Master. In every action, if we do in love and devotion, and make our memory alive, it's so much more easy, and you will be able to bring your concentration and focus in one point. So let's sit in comfortable position, providing that you will be able to keep your back straight, your neck in one line. You can sit on the floor, you can sit on your sofa, you can sit on the bed. And some of you might sit on the floor, cross leg, or you put your leg where you feel at most comfortable. But remember, remaining in the position where you don't fall asleep during the meditation session. You can bring some pillows to support you. Keep the memory of the Master alive inside yourself. Express love, devotion gratitude to your master, and slowly close your eyes. Take 3 deep breathings to slowly settling yourself down within your position. Notice all the aches and pain, discomfort. Breathe. Make yourself more relaxed. Be at ease and at peace. Telling yourself that you're gonna sit and meditate for a while. You can imagine your master sit with you, next to you, in front of you, or inside you. Whichever imagination that can help you today, let's do it. Observe the state of your mind now. You have easy mind, you have peaceful mind. Do you have agitation mind? And calm everything down. Upon calming everything down, you can use the recitation of the holy names, any holy mantra that you know, that you feel that within this mantra, your concentration can collect inside, so that your mind not run around or away from yourself. In the framework of your body. Withdraw your attention from outside to inside, and at the same time, calm down the monkey mind, the shuffling mind, with recitation of mantra. Repeat slowly, in meaningful way, with gratitude. If you get this mantra from your master, from your guru, recite this with gratitude, with appreciation. You might feel that your mind has so many channels. If upon recite the mantra, the mind still find a way to shut, to draw your attention outside, ask that channel of the mind to recite the holy names with you, the holy mantra with you. If your mind produces any image, turns that image into your master face, your guru face, or the image of Buddha, of Jesus, of anyone that you feel that is the Holy One and represent God or the Creator for you. When your mind starts to collect in one single point, you might feel that all the image go away and you will naturally stop recitation of the mantra. Some of you, if you practice Surakshaka Yoga, at this point, you might start to hear ringing in your ears. Try to find the sharp ringing or the high-pitched sound behind this first sound coming with you. And after this high-pitched sound, try to find the next sound that pull you up, that have the character like big bell, that come and cleanse your aura. Remember, try not to follow anything outside. Just bring all the experiences back to yourself and merge it at the wisdom eye center. If you come from Anapanasati Vipassana tradition, upon reciting the mantra, you can do the breathing at the same time. And observe the natural, subtle breathing. Observe the flow, the subtle and soft flow within your whole body. Sit back and observe the movement of this flow. In whatever you do, remain with the experiencer and not follow any experiences, either it's a vision, with the sound or the light. Do not follow anything outside. Let every experience come to you and merge with you at one single point. And remember, do everything with love, gratitude, and devotion. Okay? So let's meditate together around 20 minutes. After these 20 minutes, do not open your eye yet. We will share love and blessing together. Okay? So try your best and leave the rest to the master. Now, it's good night. ควรติดกล้องอืมLet now Charlotte and listen together. Take to the breathing to come back. Feel in your body. Feel the ocean of love inside yourself. Connecting to this ocean of love. Bring the love of the master to yourself, to your mind, to your mental body, to your emotional body, to your physical body. Express love and gratitude to different bodies. You're using all this body to have experience of love, of oneness. You're using all of these bodies to feel the completion of the totality of consciousness that operate within all the bodies at the same time. So love and blessing to your friends, your family, your loved ones, your pets, your plants, all your related within 79 generations. So love and blessing to your town, to your city. Expand this love to your country, wherever you're from. Share love and blessing to the whole world, to this planet, to all people or animals or living beings, visible, invisible beings who share this planet. And expand love and blessing to all direction to the universe. And then come back to yourself. Once again, express love and gratitude to yourself. Express love and appreciation to your master, to all of the masters. All the masters that represent the ocean of love, kindness, oneness. Take 2 or 3 deep breathings and slowly come out of meditation. Hope you're enjoying this meditation session. And if you feel that you want to share some of the experience within the session, you can do so. Or if you might have some questions that you think that I'll be able to respond back to you, you can ask me directly or you can write down in the chat so Heather can read to you. Okay, so while you think about the questions or slowly come out of meditation, let me share one of the story of the master. It's about the value of initiation. So I will translate this into my own term. I might not get the whole story right, but I will try to remember it and tell you. I feel like initiation from the master is very valuable for me. It's almost like the most precious thing that I can experience in the entire universe, or it's very special. Throughout all my incarnation, I find that this experience is the most remarkable or magical for me. You know? So I remember one story telling by Ishwati. So in the olden time, this one disciple want to know what is the value of initiation, also the soul connection given by a perfect living master. So that disciple go and ask master directly, master, what is the value of initiation? Can you name it into any value, any item? So master took out big stone of rubies, very beautiful ruby, the size of an egg. So master said to the disciple, okay, let's take this ruby and go and ask different people how different people will take the value to this ruby. But remember, do not give away this ruby. So we go to the market and ask orange seller, say, if and take out this ruby and say to the orange seller, saying that, what is the value of this ruby for you? And the orange seller say, okay, for this ruby, I will give you 12 orange. But then the disciples say, no, 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 this is not for sale. So he moved to the next store, to vegetable store at the market, and asked the seller, vegetable seller, the same question. What is the value of this ruby? So the vegetable sellers give him the price of the ruby. Oh, it is me. I will give one bag of potato, one sack of potato for this ruby. Then he moves on to the next shop. And this shop is a jewelry shop. So when he walked in and presents his ruby, the seller get very excited. Oh, this is a very good ruby. So he took and he examined closely and saying, what is ruby? I will give around 50,000 ruby or 500,000 ruby, I'm not sure, for a wine. So that's considered a lot. It's considered like multi-million of money at this time. But the disciples say, no, 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 I'm not going to sell this ruby. So he moved to the next store at the market. And the next shop happened to be jewelry shop as well, gold shop as well. But the seller is the disciple of this master. So the owner of the shop, when he see the ruby, he knows that this ruby is from his master. So he say, this ruby is priceless because this ruby is from my master. And then the disciple go back to the master and say that, son, give the value to this ruby as 12 orange. Some give one bag of potato. Another one gave 500,000 rupees for the ruby. And another one says priceless because it's come from the master. In my life, I have this initiation seva from Ishwati and continuation to work for Great Master. I have seen people come and go and give the prize to the initiation. Some just maybe we have a chance to be together for only 3 to 5 minutes and then the passion die down. So I see that they stay longer. But saying that, okay, Master, if this holy initiation is truly holy, you have to undo the problem in my life. I have to be healed from my health issue. Or some say, oh, my situation of my family problems has to be improved. Otherwise, this initiation, this holy connection is not for me. So after a while, if they don't get what they want, they go away. But only some unique one, they may need to stay, even if they don't get anything, even if they don't have countless meetings, even if they don't get healed from their health issue, even if their relationship problem do not improve, then we need to stay. I feel those people who stay is only 10% and 90% they walk off because they think initiation is like business transaction. when they enter this connection, this contract, they need to get something. But initiation is like soul-to-soul connection or heart-to-heart connection, where master just keep his heart, her heart away in full trust to the disciple, but never want anything in return. Because master loves you if you love him. Master loves you if you hate him. Master loves you if you hurt him. Master loves you if you neglect him. Master loves you even if you leave him. It is the same love from God. It's unconditional love. And this unconditional love cannot be understood by human mind, because human mind have a lot of limitation. So love can only experience in complete way with the totality of consciousness on human level. That's why it is necessary to keep our company with a living perfect master or perfect living master at the timeline. Otherwise, this love cannot be complete. But if this experience of love, unconditional love, already transcends time and space, and you have experience of love in complete way, if the master died, the master going away from the human form, that love still remains. Yeah? So I feel the spiritual path is like a quest where that connection of love come to find you. But human are human. Time and time again, we fail the test. And I feel I'm one of the fortunate ones that even if in this connection of love, I don't get anything in response, I stay. Even if in this connection of love, I have to prove myself down, I have to throw myself in a river of fire, I need to stay. Or if the master totally neglect me, right, I still feel grateful that in my critical time, in my darkest moment of my life, my existence, master come to find me and grant me this connection of love. And that alone, within that first point of connection, I'm forever grateful. And that's what I feel that this is the value of initiation for me. And now, even if my master is not here anymore in a human form, I feel that if I surround myself with his friends, his followers, his disciples, I can exercise the same love. That's why, on top of the gift of initiation that I received from my master, I received this extra gift of seva, spiritual service, that I can continue to feel in the presence of love always. That's why I always take priority to show up to my spiritual service. Even if today I have battle, I don't feel well today, But then I feel, even I'm so sick, on my sick days, that I'm supposed to have rest, if I come to their seva, I feel like the seva is like a great distraction from my current situation of suffering. So this is always sustaining me and make me forget about my suffering. And right now, after meditation, after that, I feel that I enter the stream of love, or can see that this ocean of love can operate in everyone and everything. I just feel that all of my sickness go away because I feel so much love, so much gratitude toward the Master. Okay, I welcome every questions, any questions or comments if you might have.
You can feel free to raise your hand or put anything in the chat. Thank you for that story. I think that's really nice to have a story after we come out from meditation. It gives us a chance to, to come back.
I like this because I just heard this again when I visit India. So somebody told me about this story, and I remember, Ishwati used to tell the story in the satsang.
Right, right. So Stephanie, go ahead.
Good morning, Nay. Good morning, everyone. I have a question regarding karma, and maybe you could explain a little bit what is personal karma, collective karma, accelerated karma, that we all go through, but sometimes it's something that just like continuously shows up, and sometimes I wonder if it's linked to what's going on in the world and how to overcome it.
Karma operate at the mental level, right? Because we still have this body, and this body needs script to function. But this script come from the top of the mind and come down to our emotional level and then to this physical level. So within this physical, sometimes you experience all set of karma at the same time, right? So if it's personal karma, you feel it within your body, but within this body, you have emotional body, which can live up to thousands of years. You have this mental body, which can live until multiple million years. So it's depend on like how big scale of the karma you feel at the same time, but you have no means to know. If you're not sensitive enough, you're not practice constantly. When karma comes to you in peace and pause, so you will think that this is personal karma. Everything looks personal from this level, from this drop perspective. I know that I have been doing a great job to confuse everyone about personal karma, collective karma, acceleration of karma. So you never get it right in any proportion. But I feel if you develop the great connection with the experiencer beyond all these experiences, you really feel that all these karma is like experiences. That it goes, it's a script, it's pre-written down script that happened to you on this mental plane. But if you with the experiencer, which is the soul, you will feel that the karma cannot do anything to you. It's come when it go. You have the body to experience it. You have the mind, you have the emotions to experience it. But you don't identify yourself with all this karma because it's just the story. The story is not who you are. It's just what happened to the character within the play. So, but karma plays a very good role when it comes to suffering. Because in intense suffering, that's when we ask questions, that's when we become a true seekers, that's when we request for liberation. How do we get out of the cycle of birth and rebirth, which is the force of karma? Can we find any help? Can help come to us in a human form? Okay. So I feel when we talk about the karma, we have to talk about the suffering, the role of the suffering that make you question about everything, that make you question about your identity, your existence, your priority in life, and how can you get help or get rescued from all this karma, saying that personal karma, collective karma, acceleration of karma that happens to you. Okay? And in that context, if you feel like, okay, let's take the karma as inspiration for me to get out, then you have the right understanding about the karma and you just looking at the right direction within the relationship of the karma and the soul. Do you get the answer or you want me to talk more?
Yes, that is very helpful. I'm just wondering then, as you go through the karma, sometimes you get discouraged. Will it ever get better on a certain area in your life? Or the goal is then to be in acceptance and to be grateful for it because it's actually helping you on the spiritual path. So it's like, what are the practical steps to be more accepting and more at peace with it rather than um, trying to push it away and be frustrated by it?
If you want results, then surely you feel struggle to understand the karma. If you feel like you look for, um, like you only looking forward for everything to be good, to be perfect, then you will have problem understand karma. But if you feel like let's express gratitude, let's prioritize the soul, in this journey, right? Then I feel that it's more practical, as we study the science of the soul now. So we should be at the soul level and look at the relationship that soul has with the karma and not use the lens of, let's say, the society, the expectation from this person to see, like, I want everything to get better. Then I can do my spiritual practice. I want to have everything better. Then I can trust my master more. I want to have everything that I ever want, all the condition need. Then I can love my master back. It is like that. Spirituality is like a business transaction. It's very sad, to feel that. the people, like I said, like I mentioned, from my experience, 90% of the people are on spiritual path and try to improve their karma, try to improve their current situation, and not seeing from the bigger picture that we get rescued anyway. That's gonna be happy ending anyway. Either you live, a very bad, shitty life, or you live a perfect good life. The good news is you going home. The good news is Master come and rescue you. And after your revelation, either this is within this lifetime, the next lifetime, or the next lifetime. But you're gonna face that happy ending at the end of your journey.
Thank you.
You like that?
So I think also what Stephanie might be talking about, Nay, is the heaviness of how that feels, that the karma feels. And then if it's something in particular that you're facing over and over again, um, it can be wearing and challenging from a human perspective. And I hear what you're saying is about creating the right relationship, with to, to the karma from the soul, and then you can see it, in a different perspective. But really on a practical level and physically, do you have any suggestions for us as how to deal with some of maybe the heavier karma that we might have to face?
You know, even though, I always say that exercise the art of acceptance in everything, in the comic play or the role that you play every day. But I truly believe that we are not here to just accept whatever the story or the comic play throw at us. Because when you look at everything from the timeless state within the soul, then you know that this soul is here. And within this grace and blessing and the gap of timeless time, the soul be able to be here in this karmic character to develop the karma. So, okay, yes, we accept the karma, but it means that do you just accept and sit there and doing nothing? When life throws challenges at you, you will be totally defeated or losing it, or you make sure you win it. You make sure that you be able to face the challenge and cultivate spiritual growth in it. Otherwise, what for? In life, there's so many challenge, there's so many pain and suffering. If you look at the perspective of the soul, okay, why the soul incarnate here to have the human experience again? If it's not for enjoyment, if it's not for, okay, go through all the challenge and at the same time get closer to God, get closer to the creator of the whole creation. Okay? And if any challenges, you feel so bitter, you feel defeated, and you feel like, again, it's so difficult, You feel you drift away, you feel you go further and further away from God, then that's not the motivation or the purpose that the soul incarnate here within this play, right? So use every opportunity that you know that it is difficult, it is challenging, it's so painful, it's so, you feel so real within the suffering, but try to overcome that challenge and be stronger, be more, how to say, be at peace inside, you know? And this is the purpose why we meditate, why we listen to all this spiritual discord, why you show up here, you know, is to get a reminder, you know, reminding about the ultimate truth, the true reality of ourselves, and not get drowned by all of this mental plane or mental issues.
Very good. That helps to be able to remember, you know, because I think that's part of it is just in the mental aspect when you get pulled in through the pain and the suffering, right? You forget and the mind just takes over and then we forget this deeper relationship and why we're really here. And so what else I hear you saying too is that one of the big purposes of karma is to make us wake up, you know, to our spiritual life, right? For some, it's waking them up. That's the beginning part of waking up. And then once you're already woken up and then maybe you're initiated, then that's when you're saying that that deeper relationship with karma from a soul perspective is what we're kind of being called to. And I really appreciate what you said about acceptance too, because I've been thinking about that lately, about acceptance and what is, you know, what does that really mean? And you define that in a way of like acceptance doesn't mean that you just sit back and do nothing or let that, you know, have a power over you, you know, that we have to use that as opportunities, right? To have, you know, find the spiritual growth within it.
Yeah, always, you know, like in my life, you know, there's so many, there's probably a million reasons to be unhappy, you know, but I train myself in a way that I can find happiness, even if I have million reasons not to. So that's the spiritual strength, spiritual growth that I cultivate each and every day, right? It's like I can find the reason I'm grateful for, right? For example, within this seva, within this spiritual service, you know, it provoked a lot of people's ego, including my own ego, big ego, right? I sometimes am at the point where I want to keep up. I have million reasons to keep up. But one reason I didn't keep up, I feel like there's still room to improve. There's still room to develop. And I feel grateful that within this, I continue to learn, continue to grow spiritually, right? But within the spiritual service, it's like, you know, like a knife with two edge, you know, the point that you have two sides. You can be in the spiritual service and develop big ego, or you can be in the spiritual service to destroy your ego, you know, whichever way. But I find that I'm here to cultivate my spiritual growth. So therefore, this spiritual service is very good to trim down my ego each and every day, every opportunity that I have.
Thank you. Does anyone
Okay.
else have any other questions? Anything they want to add? It makes me think too about how Ishwar used to say that you tell the story about karma, you know, and how it's too complicated. Like we can never really understand it, you know, from with our minds for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I learned not to complain anymore
Mm,
about whatever life throw at me. I just deal with it. Maybe that's the practice of acceptance. But I feel like when you have strength of your own master, you can just overcome anything. But if you rely on your own strength, then you feel you want to give up. You feel like you cannot carry on anymore. That's when you feel small. So spiritual practice helps.
exactly. And that's part of what you remind us, right? It's important. Did you want to say something, Mick?
Yeah, yes, I'd like to ask Sister if she could be so kind and expand on the relationship between thought and pausing with thought, realizing in what you're going to actually think about or thinking about, and what your answer is going to be when questioned, um, or making some decisions, and this relationship with karma.
You
Sorry,
know,
it's maybe a bit tricky.
no, it's not tricky. It's the thought, words, intuitions.
Mhm.
Thoughts still have a very good function within, human life. All the thoughts, if it's like constructive, um, it's good for you. But then it has to be in alignment of intuition. So Ishwaji always say, if it's intuition, it takes no time. It just comes. Sometimes it's almost randomly. But if there's something that you have to plan, you have to contemplate about it, there's a sense of anticipation, within that, then that's you try to use your own mind will to decide everything. But if it's God will, it comes effortlessly in grace. It comes in no time. So in your action, okay, let's say you have some project that you have to use a lot of thoughts, a lot of skill into it. But within this project, if it's meant to be if it's meant to fail, right? You will have to have sweat and tears within that. It's very difficult. Nothing works. But if it aligns with God will, Master will, right? It's almost like you find the right person, you find the right tools, you find the right equipment. You at the right time to make decision. Everything comes effortlessly. It's like you hungry, you want to cook something to eat, and suddenly all the ingredients are clear, and then okay, you cook it, you eat it, done. Without you have to think about it. But if you're hungry, you have to go, and find other ingredient, take a lot of time. Still, you don't get what you want. Okay. And when you come, you about to cook it, then you still feel that some of the ingredients still missing. Then it means that you're not meant to do it. You're not meant to eat this.
Yeah.
Do you understand? This is very simple. Effort or effortless. Which way? Then
Mhm.
you know that. On one way, It's the mind will. On another way, it's God will. So yeah, it looked like thoughts, same thoughts, like I'm hungry, let's find something to eat, you know, as the beginning, but you see the process. And when you see the process, you say, okay, master, forget it. The past master say, no, master, hand me the right tools so I can go and conquer the world for you. And if you don't even have that right tools hand to you, then you don't do it. Forget it.
So in other words, go with the flow.
Yes, but bring yourself in alignment with the
Yes,
flow.
with the flow. Sure. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You fail, sometimes you have it, but it's life, you know.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hello, sister. Hi, how are you? I have one question. Sometimes in life, you have two options, uh, two decisions, and that you have to decide. And you are very confused, and you, like, personally with me, if there is something arrives on me, and I have to choose only one path, so that time I don't know what to do, what is right for me, what is if I choose the one path, I don't know that it's going well in my future. And that confusion in my mind, I want to clear out this in future if I get anything else in any situation.
In any situation, if I cannot decide what to do, like you said, you know, there's two opportunity present itself to you, and you have to make a decision. You know what I do? I sit back and do nothing. It means like, let's say between two people, okay, Mr. A and Mr. B meant to call me at 7 p.m., let's say, right? And I don't know, okay, which one I should prioritize, I should talk to at that time, okay? So I let them check me. Okay, either Mr. A or Mr. B call me first. Then that will be the decision that I make. So let's say you have opportunity between two jobs. So let that chase you. You sit there doing nothing. You know, in life, I feel master make me play a lot of waiting game. And I developed to be a very patient and tolerant person. Because in life, if I want to see grace at work, I have to sit back and watch. If I truly want to understand what is master will for me, right? Then I have to cast aside my mental will. My mind always want to have it, want to be in control and make this decision right away when the question comes. But, you know, I try not to entertain that part of myself. Because, you know, soul never hurry. Soul never believe in time. Okay? So it's not believe in taking control. So meaning like, let's everything come to you, then that's, you know, within itself is the decision that you make. Am I answer your questions?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. Anything else? It's rained heavily here, so I'm a little bit struggle to hear everyone, but I try my best. That's God will, right?
Right.
The part where I cultivate my spiritual growth.
We get lots of opportunities to practice. Right? Yeah, I think if we were going to take like, we might be able to take everything that's come up, and that would be the answer, right? We have lots of opportunities to practice, and we don't have to do it alone. Right? Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Maybe you can make announcement, Heather, if there's nobody asks anything more.
Okay, no more questions. This is your last opportunity here and now. Okay. So we're happy that you could join us, and information for upcoming events and past videos can be found at our website. And in the chat, you'll notice I posted our website, okay, onetruth.love.com. And there's Heather's email, Nay's email there if you have any further questions, need any support with anything. And then we still have 2 more IMR dates for this year. So the next in-person IMR will be November 23rd through the 29th. And then the next online 7-day IMR will be December 7th through the 13th. So we'll make announcements for those. Again, but if you think you're interested in attending the in-person IMR, it would be, you can register for that online on the website. Okay. And you'd want to do that sooner rather than later, because, we only have so much space. So, if you're interested in coming, you'll let us know as soon as you can. And, let's see what else we have here. So I'm going to show you a video, but first I'll just say something and then I'll show you the video. But our mission is to offer meditation and spiritual support and programs both online and in person freely to all who seek them. So if you ever feel inspired to support us, your donation in any amount are always received with deep gratitude. Every donation goes to sustain the mission and our spiritual centers in Thailand. And you can donate easily by our website, or the link is also in the chat. But if you ever have questions about that, you can always message me directly through WhatsApp or email seva@breathingconnections.com. And one thing I wanted to say about that is that, Sister Nay is living in the temple, and within the temple, the international zone, which she is taking care of and heading that project there, is kind of an independent, like they are self-sustainable within that project. So things that they need to maintain the property or to make improvements, things like that, all come through our help, through donations, because that's just how all of this is working, is that they're just self-sufficient there. And so this space and place is also there for us to visit anytime that we want to go. So it's our donations, our support that helps to maintain that and keep that as a possibility for us all. So Sister Nay made this little video today, and let's see if I can share it with you. We'll see if this works. Okay. All right, let's see.
This is in front of the international zone. This is the current state of our car park. I would need around 70,000 to do the roof and to level the ground here. This is middle of rainy season where we have problem with landslide. So we might need to put more gravel all around to improve the landscape. This is in front of the.
Well, it's incredible to see how everything has grown since I've been there last. Wow. And so they're just having a little fundraiser to raise funds for the car park. So and now during the rainy season, there's this area was built after the last rainy season, right? Because yeah. And so now you get to just see for the first time too, how everything is, what improvements need to be made to try to keep the land from eroding and things washing away. And, so if anybody, feels drawn to donate, you can do that through our website. Okay. Or again, you can contact me. And thanks for sharing that with us, Sister Nay, so we can see what's going on too, because there's lots of changes happening, regularly. Yeah. So we thank you for your love and guidance and friendship and for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us all. It's really an incredible support. And thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining us. And we'll meet again next month for another monthly meditation. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank
you,
you
Sister
for joining.
Thank you.
Heather. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You.
Thanks. Thank